I want to talk to you about the most profitable online course niches. So here's a review I want you to pay attention to. Number one, you have entrepreneurship and business. So when we think about entrepreneurship and business, we're talking about all kinds of topics that revolve around money making. Not only from the good thing about entrepreneurship is that you can actually sell the course. The course is not geography related. So someone in Germany can actually follow the same course about business management that someone in New York or someone in Johannesburg or someone in Brasilia. So you kind of have this sort of lack of limitation when it comes to geography, and this makes this topic very interesting for all kinds of reasons. So entrepreneurship and business, that's the first topic that you can use for your online course. And not only the cool thing is that you have the ability to actually tell your students, you can teach a lot of like within entrepreneurship and business, you have all kinds of topics. Okay, so you have finding and testing a business idea, developing and prototyping a business plan, forming a company, legal and tax issues, hiring the right talent for your business, project and team management. The second topic that you might want to actually explore, if you have the expertise, is sales and marketing. So when we talk about the most profitable online course niches, sales and marketing has been, those two topics have been among the top 10 for the last 50 years, okay? And the cool thing is that when we talk about marketing, remember, marketing pertains to every industry and to every business venture. So learning sales strategies can be of a lot of value to entrepreneurs who are starting their businesses or to marketers who are planning to make a name for themselves. So if you think you are a seasoned marketer, then one of the best niches for your online course can be sales and marketing. And within that sort of umbrella of sales and marketing, you can also choose your own preferred type of marketing sub-niche to teach courses on. For example, digital marketing, content marketing, email marketing, affiliate marketing, social media marketing, marketing analytics, and more. So you can see here that really this is a very broad topic. Since marketing is an ever-evolving industry, there are countless opportunities to teach something new, while also gaining a fundamental understanding of the marketing theory that underpins the latest trends in the market. Boss, welcome back to the show. It's really a pleasure to have you here. Make yourself comfortable. You are going to enjoy today's conversation. Next, I want you to think about software and programming languages. There are a lot of languages, so businesses are continually looking to hire experts in this department who can help them with the implementation of robust software and IT systems. Therefore, skills in software, coding, and programming languages are now highly valued by job seekers everywhere. And so, shifting towards courses that are focused on technological progress next up are really great. I mean, when we talk about software and programming languages, remember, the programming is a language that has no language in terms of geography. In other words, it's not about the country, it's a language. So you can actually appeal to all kinds of students throughout the world, especially if you have courses that are based online. This is really even better because you are able to touch a lot of a varied audience here. So now it's important to understand that not just anybody can teach this type of course. Course instructors must be well versed in the subject themselves. So online course creators have a great opportunity to gain quick popularity among interested students or job candidates. So this is kind of cool. And then the fourth niche that you want to explore is content and writing. So when we talk about content and writing, we're talking about, again, for example, when you talk about content and writing, you are talking about two topics or one content writing that really appeals to all kinds of industries. Think about it. All industries need content writing. All industries need content. All industries need some type of writing. Okay, so it's not about just the one specific industry. The skills, the capabilities that you teach in classes that revolve around content and writing could be actually your students could parlay those skills into a multiple set of ventures. Since this is really good, you can focus your effort on educating both professionals and students about grammar, for example, if you want to focus just on the language, or you can just focus on a specific niche. For instance, you can say, I will show you how to do content writing for marketing. or how to do content writing for a law, or how I want to do content writing for insurance, for finance. So you have the ability to niche and also sub niche. Boss, I want to quickly talk to you about today's topic. We are having a conversation about the top 10 most profitable online course niches this year. Number 5, you can explore website or UI/UX design. So when we talk about UI is the user interface, and UX, user experience designing. So, when we talk about designing, you need to understand businesses are growing by the day, right? And so is the need for powerful websites for all of these companies and projects. The thing is, when we talk about UX and UI design, we're not just talking about websites. We're talking about app also. Nowadays, having an app is an important element if you're trying to really brand your business better. And the cool thing is that a lot of folks need that kind of experience. So you can dive into website or UX, UI designing, one of the best niches for online courses if you have the expertise. Okay, you can teach, for instance, Adobe Illustrator, Adobe Photoshop, Figma, animation, etc. So, but you need to have the expertise because those are pretty technical fields. You could also try creative arts and crafts, and this is a very profitable one as well. Those are part of what we call evergreen content. See, remember, there is a growth in popularity of online creative arts and craft classes in the last few years, especially during COVID. There are a lot of folks who all of a sudden wanted to learn something else. They wanted to let go of their jobs and really start learning, quote unquote, their passion. And their passion revolves around creative arts and crafts. So you can teach art and creativity courses to those who want to improve their abilities in areas like singing, cooking, making ceramic bowls, for instance, and painting portraits. You actually may, so the thing is, you may encourage the creative expression of thousands of people by using an online education platform. Additionally, you can instruct artists on how to sell their works, be included in exhibitions, and instruct others on how to create art. So you do have a large area of possibilities here. You could also focus on career and self-development. So when we talk about career coaching and self-development, this is here another broad area. So life or career coaching presents an exceptionally profitable business opportunity depending on the target student or audience. This can apply to people starting their first employment as students, working adults starting a second career, or stay-at-home parents returning to the workforce after a break. But not just that, you can also open online courses to help career building, learn how to deal with anxiety. For instance, if you can help people learn how to deal with stress, how to stay motivated during difficult patches in their job lives, or even how to easily keep their focus on goals. You could also take self-development courses that help attendees discover their true potential in their preferred field of career. So you can do you can offer courses on emotional intelligence and strategies, projects that help increase confidence, leadership and public speaking training sessions. You can have self-awareness, motivation, productivity classes, and more. The next thing you may want to try is personal finance. So personal finance is great. Personal finance, you can use it for all kinds of stuff. The thing is that everybody needs to learn a thing or two about budgeting. So whether you are interested in money or not, you still need to know how to manage your money. This is where personal finance really comes into play. And the cool thing is that when we talk about personal finance, this is a broad category here. There are several sub niches in this industry, including budgeting, debt reduction, generating new revenue sources, avoiding bankruptcy, investing, revenue streams, retirement plans, tax management, and more. So you do have a lot of possibilities here. It's all about how you want to position yourself, but it's also about how you are able to. It's also about how you are able to demonstrate your expertise. Because see, money issues, monetary issues, you got to have some expertise in the field that you choose. For instance, if you want to talk about credit score improvements, you better understand everything around FICO score improvement. You better understand how the whole thing works and what is a FICO score in the first place. Boss, I want to quickly remind you of today's topic. We are having a conversation about the most profitable online course niches you can actually pursue right now. Number 9, you can try health, fitness, and well-being. This is another great topic here. And so when we talk about health and wellness and well-being, you're talking about a constellation of topics. You may instruct individuals and provide comprehensive programs for building their lifestyle through healthy eating and exercise. Or because this sector of the economy is so large, you can get started with a course that focuses on yoga, fitness, healthy eating, mental health, nutrition, plant-based diets, and more. So basically, when we talk about health and fitness, you can talk about the practical aspect of things. In other words, teaching people how to eat right, how to do things right, or you can write about it. In other words, you can teach about it and not really do anything practical. So you stay in the theoretical realm here. So I mean, there is not a better one. It really depends on which one you are comfortable actually pursuing. Another niche that we found very profitable is parenting and personal relationships. So, and those are really important, even though they are totally different. Parenting is another thing personal relationships are kind of related to parenting, but parenting, the whole activity, the whole nature of parenting can be an entire niche by itself. So you can open up an e-learning website about how you can handle difficult relationships, for example, how you can handle quote unquote difficult children, not difficult, but let's just say unique children, okay, or challenging children. And so if you think you have the appropriate skills, you can open an effective communication training session. In fact, online counseling programs are more common than ever before. Okay, but not only that, there can be other types of courses focused on personal relationships or parenting. So for new parents, for instance, knowing how to understand their newborns or infants or how to feed them the right kids' food can be a topic of the class. You can also focus on teenagers, how to handle teenagers, how to deal with teenagers, how to really how to raise them. So you have a possibility of courses here. Let me give you a few pro tips here. So when you're thinking about choosing a niche for your online course, you got to go through a certain strategy to really choose the right niche for you. First of all, what do you know a lot about? Be sure to pick something you are very knowledgeable about. Potential students will expect their instructor to be an expert. And don't be concerned if your topic is super specific. That's actually a great thing called niching down. The more specific your niche, the fewer competitors out there trying to take a piece of the pie. Just be sure that there is an actual demand for what you have to offer. So what are you passionate about? The topic should be something you have a passion for. This is important if you're going to stay interested over the long haul. You want to really have some kind of interest in the topic. The more you discover about your niche, the more you'll be able to offer to your students. And do you have or can you get the necessary equipment? Keep in mind any specialized equipment you may need to teach your chosen subject. This includes selecting a learning management system, an LMS, that both you and your students will enjoy working with. And number 4, is there a demand, really? Because, you want to do some research to ensure there's an audience for the topic you want to teach. If no one is interested in your course, it will be a tough sell. And the thing is that when you are thinking about choosing a niche for your online course, it has to be profitable. The whole thing has to be profitable. If you can't generate revenue, then it's really not worth it. Remember, things like LMS, those are not cheap and those are not free either. So you have to pay for them. Equipment, they have to pay for them. Your time, your efforts, those should be compensated. So the whole operation, the whole activity, the whole exercise must be profitable. At least you should be able to see something from it from a monetary perspective. And one thing I also need to insist, when we talk about something you know about, that's important. But what's really, really more prominent here is something you are passionate about. See, if you're passionate about something, you can be interested for the long run. And that's what you want. If you want to actually, you want to last in this industry as a coach, as an instructor, as an educator, you got to be passionate about what you're teaching. Otherwise, you probably do just it for one or two quarters or one or 3 years, and that's it. Do not pursue a niche simply because it is profitable. Pursue it because it is something you are passionate about. Let me give you a bonus here. So, which platform is the best to create and sell an online course? We actually have reviewed a lot of platforms in the past few videos. It's important to understand that apart from a course idea, you also require a platform to create and sell your online course. And it would be best if you use WordPress, an open source and free content management system to build your online course site. For this, all you need is a domain name and WordPress hosting account. Another crucial thing you will require for your online course site is the e-learning management plugin, or the LMS plugin, that lets you create and set up your courses. So, for example, you can use LearnPrice, or you can use WP. That's one of the best LMS plugins to develop any online course. And so this is kind of cool. And you also need to think about your target audience. This is an important element. So when we talk about the types of course platforms, first of all, you have 3 things to think about. Not 3 things, 2 things. You have 2 things to think about. Number 1, you can choose an online course platform, or number 2, you can choose an online course marketplace. So when we talk about an online course platform, we're talking about software. When we're talking about an online course marketplace, we're talking about the likes of Udemy, Udacity, for instance, Coursera, for instance. And then when we talk about online course software, we're talking about Thrive Apprentice, for instance. We're talking about Kajabi, Podia. We are thinking about Thinkific. So those are software/platforms that allow you to set up an audience online, to set up and market to an online audience. Now the thing is, whether you choose a marketplace or a platform has to do with your existing experience with building an online community. If you currently have an online community, then go ahead and have an online platform through Kajabi or Podia. But if you do not have an audience, if you don't have an existing audience, it's just better to start on a marketplace, because the marketplace already have a user base. They already have folks looking for courses. So you can tap into that clientele, that potential clientele, and really start developing your own clientele from there. Okay, so this is something that's very important. Make sure that you choose the right platform or the right marketplace based on the features, based on the settings that you need to have. Thank you so much for your attention. I really appreciate it. Let's do a quick recap of the most profitable online course niches. Number 1, entrepreneurship and business. 2, sales and marketing. 3, software and programming languages. 4, content writing. 5, website or UI, UX designing. 6, creative arts and crafts. 7, career and self-development. 8, personal finance. 9, health, fitness, and well-being. 10, parenting and personal relationships. Thank you. God bless you. I'll see you next time. But until then, remember, stay marvelous.